Hey everyone, Liberty Fox here, and today we are talking about some of the new COVID restrictions that have been implemented in many of these states. We're starting with Michigan. So here it says Governor Gretchen Whitmer announces new COVID limitations for Michigan starting Wednesday. So these restrictions are supposed to last for about 3 weeks starting Wednesday. The order, which runs through December 9th, will also close schools, shutter indoor dining at bars and restaurants, and mandate people work from home unless it's impossible to do so. The order targets indoor social gatherings that health officials say contribute to the spread of COVID-19. Okay, so scroll down here and you will see that they list these specifically. Right here, the new restrictions. High school and college classes must move online, bars and restaurants must close indoor service, gyms must enforce distance, and group exercise classes must cease. Movie theaters, which were never open in the first place, and casinos must close. Organized youth sports are suspended for 3 weeks. And this is not right for the kids. They shouldn't be shutting down sports because kids should have something to look forward to rather than just school and staying home all the time, because as kids you need hope, and having something to look forward to helps you through things. So that's my take on it. I'm not sure how you think, but that's how I see it. The kids shouldn't be able to continue with their sports. The professionals can still play. Why can't the kids who have a lower chance of getting COVID still play? It doesn't make sense. But anyways, we can go on now to the rest of the states. So here is the article about more states that just implemented new COVID restrictions. Here it is. So this is an article from FoxNews. It says governors bring back severe coronavirus lockdowns, tighten restrictions as cases hit record highs. Well, for one thing, that doesn't even talk about the deaths. The deaths are more important, but we're not going to get into that right now. We're going to stick with this topic. So it says here Washington bans wakes and funeral receptions and caps funerals at 30 people. It also requires youth sports to hold intra-squad practices where masks are mandated at all times, which that's wrong. You shouldn't be making kids wear masks throughout a whole practice where you're going to be breathing hard and sweating. It's not good for you when masks aren't good for you when you're not doing sports. Sports, it's worse because you're going to be breathing heavy. You might have trouble breathing, and it could lead to health issues for many of those kids. And so, anyways, going on. So this one says Oregon is banning indoor gatherings larger than 6 people from more than 2 households. So yeah, that's not cool either. Here's Michigan again. Michigan required to halt in-person classes for high schools and colleges, and gatherings, including for Thanksgiving, are limited to people from just 2 households. Well, I think that if you really want to get together with your family for Thanksgiving, go for it. Unless you have underlying causes that make it more possible for you to catch COVID. But I think most of us are tired of our governor anyways. Okay, so scrolling down. Okay. So this is still on Michigan, showing some of the things that are open and things that are closed, and talking about how she halted in-person schooling. That's not cool. People need to be able to see their friends at school instead of sitting in front of a Kindle or iPad or something all day doing schoolwork on Zoom. Also in the Midwest, North Dakota, Governor Doug Burgum issued a state mask mandate and partial shutdown. Burgum had for months, even as cases rose in his state and experts called on further measures, resisted such mandates while encouraging people to find your why on wearing a mask. Wonderful. And now they also issued a 10 p.m. curfew, for in-person dining in bars and 25% capacity for event venues and the suspension of winter high school sports. Sorry about that. Kind of hard to talk when I've been talking for this long. Okay, but I don't understand the point of a curfew. It doesn't make sense to me. This is a virus. Why would a curfew help? So people aren't in the restaurant after 10 p.m., I guess, but it still doesn't really make much sense. They're going to be in the restaurant the entire day. Why is it there a curfew? New Mexico Governor Michelle Grisham closed statewide in-person services for non-essential activities starting November 16th. It will last for 2 weeks, although it may be expanded. Okay. It's kind of funny how all this kind of starts showing up around Thanksgiving. I know that there are more hospitalizations and stuff, more cases, but the cases you don't really need to like the cases are important, but it's mainly the deaths that are most important because, of course, if there are thousands of people dying, you want to know. Anyways, that was just Oregon. I'm sorry, I kind of missed that. Talking about that they did a 2-week kind of a lockdown thing too. And this is saying that religious services are capped at 25 people indoors, 50 outdoors. Yeah, I don't think most churches are going to have more people than 50. So that's not really going to work out. But most churches aren't even open. I think they should all open up, or at least partly open up. But I guess that's up to them. So this is still talking about Oregon mandating work from home and stuff, if that's possible. And then here's Washington again. The Washington restrictions take effect Monday and ban all in-person gatherings with people from outside of a household, limits outdoor gatherings to 5 when they include people from different households, bans indoor food service, and caps religious gatherings at 25% capacity or 200 people, whichever is fewer. Well, I don't know how they're going to pull that off, enforcing the no gatherings, but I don't think that's really going to work out for them very well. Washington also bans indoor funeral receptions and wakes while capping funeral ceremonies at 30 people. They're also doing the work from home and the youth sports that are banned, except for outdoor practices. Okay. Well, I guess that works for them, but in Michigan, you can't really do outdoor practices because it's freezing cold. New Jersey and New York also implemented a curfew for 10 p.m. restaurants and bars, and that still doesn't make sense. But Maryland governor tightened restrictions in his state, again requiring telework for state employees, limiting indoor dining to 50% capacity and capping indoor gatherings. Okay, so I think that's mostly it, but they're just talking about a lot of the lockdown stuff, how long they are here, and they mentioned the flu season, which we haven't heard about. They actually aren't even testing people for the flu in the hospitals right now. It's always COVID, mostly. Very rare that they're going to test someone for flu. I get my information firsthand, but that's a topic for another video. So anyways, so I hope you see my point. A lot of this lockdown stuff is ridiculous, and they should not even be allowed to do this, making you wear a mask to go places, or shutting down restaurants and stuff. They're going to hurt our economy. They already are hurting our economy. Michigan is getting bad. I mean, a lot of places are, being shut down again, so it's not going to be good. But Anyways, I hope you liked this video. I hope it made some sense to you. And I hope this is encouraging you to speak out, because we need more people to speak out and spread the word and fight back, because if we don't, we may as well end up living in a socialist country. Anyways, thanks for watching. Email me. I'd love to hear from you. Bye.